Who remembers this little matted guy? This is Ricky pre-glow up. This is the day I brought him home. This is the dog that I bought off that drug dealer for 300 bucks. And before you even ask me, what were you doing with a drug dealer? I'm gonna show you, because I've mentioned before in a lot of my videos that I live in a not so great area of Phoenix. And unless you actually are living here where I'm at, it's hard to understand how I run into these situations day in and day out. This park is walking distance from my house, and it's also on my way to the grocery store. I don't have to take this road, I can take another one. But the animals over here are in such deplorable living conditions. I constantly go this way, literally just to check on them. Right here, this is the park, and a lot of homeless people live here. They camp out here. This day, it actually doesn't look that bad. On the other side of the road, you're gonna see a little bit more. It's usually filled with grocery carts and just folks like this that have all their stuff lined up. So in addition to that, they sell drugs there, and they're constantly doing drugs there. I'm down there all the time. So that's how I know. I was driving down that road and I saw Ricky's owner have his, situation and then walk across the street with the two dogs. And I just drove in front of him, pulled in front of him, and all I did was get curious and enthusiastic. And by the end of that day, I ended up buying Ricky from him for $300. It took me almost 3 days to fully groom him. He was in just such terrible condition. His legs were really hard to get to. But man, once we got that hair off, oh my God, he was just the happiest little dude. It was like he couldn't stop bouncing around. He really didn't walk anywhere. He always bounced. So why am I telling you all of this? I want you to know that if you wanted to do something like this, you could. Someone mentioned to me recently on one of the posts and said, I wish I had the resources that you have and I would be able to do more things. You don't have to have a plethora of resources. You just have to be resourceful. It's 3:23 in the morning right now. I'm editing these videos and putting them together because I want you to see how the process works, and I want you to know that you can do it. If you feel like in your heart that this is something that you should be a part of and you want to be boots on the ground, you can do this. If you just are here, because you want to support from in whatever way, or you want to just watch the process, I want you to be here. But if you want to do this, it's so important to me that I am just some fucking dipshit girl that doesn't take no for an answer. And it's not always easy. Ricky was a really easy dog. There wasn't really much to him, but I packed him around like this for a week because one of my other little dogs, Kobe, hated him, couldn't stand him. It was like prey drive went through the roof when he saw Ricky. And I didn't have time to address it. I had to work, I had to do things. I had 14 other dogs in the house. I have big dogs that had to be trained. I just didn't have time for it. So I managed the situation by just packing Ricky around like this. And then the following week, I ended up training him and they became best friends. It took a couple of days to get Kobe to this point. I knew it wasn't going to be forever because he lived with the other little dogs and did great with them. So it wasn't like he couldn't be around little dogs without losing his mind. It was just Ricky that set him off. So I just spent a few days pack walking him, doing a place command, feeding them next to each other, doing crate training together, and just teaching him that Ricky was part of the pack now. There's no time limit for any of the dogs that I take in. If I don't find an adopter for 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years, that's just how it is. The dog stays with me and lives in my house as one of my pack and continues training and structure until I find the right home for them. Ricky's family was completely smitten with him before they ever even met him. And the updates make all of the tireless, exhausting, oh my God, what did I get myself into? All of those moments just completely disappear, and it makes everything worth it. If you need help training your dog, I'm gonna link the Leash Foundation course below. It's 20 bucks, 7 videos. I put all the dogs through it. It's a game changer. If you wanna donate to the rescue and help me help more dogs like Ricky, I'm gonna link my website below. It's handoverrover.com. I'll also link my Venmo, which is handoverrover. And I mentioned earlier in the video that there was a second dog. I tried to buy that dog and the owners weren't willing to budge on that one. So I offered to groom him. And when I went to go groom him, the poor dog was just so uncomfortable. I couldn't get him to stop biting to get any headway. I spoke to my vet and they said I could make an appointment to sedate and they would shave the dog. So the next step is to clear it with the owners. One more hoop to jump through. Wish me luck. If you want to see that unfold, I'll definitely post updates on it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to see the beginning of Ricky's story, check out this video. And if you want to see another great dog transformation, you're going to want to check out this one.